Hey guys, how you doing? Thanks for being here. Let's see what we got. It's not even coming up yet. Happens every week. Okay. What's up, Vamps? What's up, Jimmy? What's up, Bass? Let's see. Let's go over. Wait till a couple more get in before I start. Wow. There we go. All right. Let's see. I'll share that one. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Truer words have never been said, brother. Let's get in. Let's see. Some people are telling me that I should update this site every day and I could get advertising. Anybody want a job? What's up, Bass? Just going to wait for a couple more. How was everybody's week? Of course. Tea drinking Mo. Sitting here playing a game. I hear some guy talking. I'm like, what? I know this voice. What's up, brother? All right, how many we got? Okay, we got 8. We could start. All right, so these are the stories we're going to do tonight. Get this. Liberals are getting themselves sterilized to protest abortion bans. I shit you not. There you go. ICE to roll out ID card pilot program for illegals. Jesus Christ. What more can we give them? Judicial Watch files a motion for default judgment after Fani Willis refuses to answer public records lawsuit related to her communications with Jack Smith. Because we know that her lover boy, not his wife, went into the White House. They all get caught going into the White House because the Biden team is behind all this bullshit against Trump. Then we have going viral. Thomas Jefferson University graduation announcer Botches common name. That's a funny video. I can't wait to get into that one. CNN expert shocked after Stormy Daniels' testimony allowed by judge. Yeah, okay. They love the fact that it was done just to trash Trump and to try to embarrass him because it added no new information. There was nothing material. It wasn't probative. Biden administration is now under investigation for election interference. Jack Smith admits to violating the same law that they're used against the J6ers. Isn't that lovely? What do we got? We lost one. Well. All right, what are we going to go to first? Let's do this one first. Let's see. We're going to share this one instead. Okay, liberals are getting themselves sterilized to protest abortion bans. I'm for it. Abortion advocates are not content to just scream and shout about pro-life laws protecting babies from abortion. They are taking their protest even further by sterilizing themselves. It means less liberals. Last month, medical researchers published a paper analyzing data on permanent contraceptive procedures among 18 to 30-year-olds. Yeah, that's a great age group to do it. As Life News has previously reported, Life News is, the hell's her name? Oh, Christ, now I forget her name. Laura Engel from Fox. As Life News has previously reported, little men, same thing. Liberal men are getting vasectomies in record numbers to protest abortion bans across the country in the wake of the Dobbs decision overturning Roe v. Wade. Liberal women are getting tubals as well to avoid having to deal with abortion bans they oppose. How about you just either use protection or you don't get laid? Get married and have it, okay? And that likely means fewer abortions. I mean, if you're that concerned about it. Reports of increased numbers of vasectomies have been coming in over the last 2 years following the summer ruling. Can you believe this shit? Oh my God. That's like saying that, they have a ban on the Second Amendment and gun owners go around and shoot themselves in the foot. Reports increased of numbers of vasectomies have been coming in over the last 2 years following the summer ruling from the Supreme Court. In fact, reports began surfacing after Texas became the first state to successfully ban abortions in late 2021, with some reports indicating an increase of 15% in the number of men seeking vasectomies. Let's hope they're all liberal. After that, NPR indicated those numbers are shooting up nationwide. And thankfully, the men getting the vasectomies are the ones who would be perfectly fine with having their child killed in an abortion. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better. John Stonestreet, there's the name, of the Colson Center, responded to the news. Quote, since the overturning of Roe v. Wade in the landmark Dobbs case, the number of both men and women aged 18 to 30, can't read tonight, who pursue sterilization of their own accord for no medically necessary reason is on the rise. Good. And more women are pursuing these procedures than men, he explained. In the month immediately following the Dobbs decision, the number of young women who get tubal ligations jumped by over 20%. Wow. Since then, the number of additional women getting tubal ligations each month has almost doubled. But he explains the ramifications are not good. And yet, sterilization regret, is that like transgender regret? Sterilization regret is also on the rise. According to one study, women who undergo tubal ligations before age 30 are 8 times more likely to undergo a reversal or pursue in vitro fertilization. Well, they just caused themselves some problems for a political issue. The legacy of Roe v. Wade was to reduce sex to entertainment and see kids as a burden. That's exactly correct. And, there were studies out there that said that Roe v. Wade, because they all said, we want to stop those unplanned pregnancies. No. It caused more unplanned pregnancies. Because women, they could have an abortion. Like there were always women who said, I'm not going to have sex before marriage and I'm not going to have an abortion. But then Roe v. Wade comes along, and at the same time, we're in the middle of the sex revolution of the 70s, right? The 60s and 70s, 74, 73. And so now you had the women who said, I will never have an abortion, but I'll blow you. Or, so, I'll have sex with you outside of marriage. I mean, that's what happened, right? The Planned Parenthood abortion business, which now has fewer states where it could end babies' lives in abortions. Yeah, it is Life News. They don't. No, it's not Laura Ingalls. No, that's LifeZet. Sorry, I'm an idiot. The Planned Parenthood abortion business, which now has fewer states where it can end babies' lives in abortions, is doing more vasectomies. Woof. Since the Dobbs decision, we have seen an increasing number of male-bodied people coming and requesting this service. Dr. Margaret Baum of Planned Parenthood said, we performed 142 vasectomies in 2021. Already this year, we've done close to 200 in 2022. The irony is that America's biggest abortion business is now doing vasectomies that will prevent abortions as opposed to ending the lives of children before birth. So we can argue that was a good thing for the Dobbs case, right? Ultimately, making decisions before becoming pregnant instead of having an abortion afterwards is the goal pro-life advocates have promoted for decades. I think they meant promoted for decades. It took reversing Roe for abortion supporters to finally do something about it. Well, there you go. What do we got going on here? Praise Allah. Let me see. What's he say? Not without evidence. What's not without evidence? I'm not reading. Coming and requesting the service. Yeah, believe all women. Yeah, Roe was not pregnant. She was never raped. The whole thing was a friggin' lie. Yeah. All right, let's do the next one. Okay, from the Blaze. ICE to roll out ID card pilot program for illegal aliens. There we go. Taxpayer-funded program to initially distribute 10,000 cards beginning this summer. Biden administration plans to launch a taxpayer-funded, you like where your tax dollars are going? A taxpayer-funded program that involves providing 10,000 illegal aliens with identification cards, Fox News Digital reported. According to the news outlet, The program is slated to roll out this summer. Immigration and Customs Enforcement hopes the plan will modernize its documentation process for removal proceedings. I know that most of those agents are probably really pissed. While still subject to change, the ICE Secure Docket Card initiative will likely be launched in 3 or 4 locations, the agency told Fox News Digital. A source informed the news outlet that Houston and Atlanta, yeah, why not, are 2 potential options. Of course, Houston, because that's the entry system. ICE insisted that the ID cards are not forms of federal identification. Oh, sure they're not. And Social Security would only be used for Social Security, but rather a means to modernize documentation provided to some non-citizens. Oh, my God. While the specifics of the card and pilot are underdeveloped, it is important to note the secure card will not be an official form of federal identification, the agency told Fox News Digital. Bullshit. A secure card will indicate it is for use by DHS agencies, and yeah, and their Biden phone, they will send text messages to them to tell them where to vote, right? Agencies, and would be provided only after national security background checks. Yeah, national security background checks. Moving to a secure card will save the agency millions. Since when are Democrats afraid to spend millions? Free up resources and ensure information is quickly accessible to DHS officials while reducing the agency's FOIA backlog. That's Freedom of Information Act. The agency continued. For provisionally released non-citizens, the digital modernization will provide ongoing access to important immigration documents through the secure card and connected portal. Okay. Currently, ICE provides illegal aliens released in the country's interior with several paper documents, of which they wipe their ass 10 minutes later pertaining to their immigration status. The agency noted that such papers pose a security risk as they can be lost or damaged. The new idea system will allow ICE agents to more easily verify an illegal alien's identity when checked against Department of Homeland Security systems. Guys, is it less than 0.5% of the people they know where the hell they are in this country? So why are they going to give out 10,000 cards when that many people cross the border every day now, right? So what the fuck, man? I mean, so they got 11 million people now that have crossed our border illegally and are roaming our country on top of the plus 30 million that have already been here, right? They're talking about, yesterday there was a vote and the Republicans won, but the Democrats unanimously voted I did a video on it, unanimously voted to give congressional representation to the illegal aliens along with electoral college. Are you kidding me? So, we don't want to vote, but what they want is they want to be able to count them like they would be citizens so that it will give them higher numbers in their population, and apportionment for congressional seats is based on that because they treat their people in blue states. They treat people in blue states like shit. So they voted with their feet and they went to the freedom of red states. And now they lost so many people that California, New York, I think Illinois, and a lot of the fuzzy-headed states above Pennsylvania, they all lost congressional seats, and the red states picked them up because that's where everybody was running to. But instead of trying to reach out to the American people, say, hey, vote for us, come back to us, we're going to treat you better. No. What they're going to do is replace them with these fucking illegals coming in. And that was the whole point all along. I had a video in there, too, where Schumer, like 3 or 4 months ago, was saying, we got to give them amnesty. It's the only way. They call it pathway to citizenship. They mean amnesty. The pathway to citizenship is go the fuck home, and then in about 6 months, come back, go through a legal port of entry, and apply for citizenship. There you go. That's your path to citizenship. They act like there's no path. The path has always been there. Unbelievable. What's next? Let's see. Here we go. So Judicial Watch files motion for default judgment after Fani Willis refuses to answer public records lawsuit related to her communications with Jack Smith. Once again, the Democrat demonstrates that they have no respect for the law. Fani Willis has refused to answer a public records lawsuit concerning colluding with Jack Smith. Who would have thunk it? Judicial Watch filed their public records lawsuit on March 11, 2024, but she has not yet answered it. The time limit for answering such a lawsuit in Georgia is 30 days. And it's been about 45 days when Judicial Watch asked for a default order. Judicial Watch asked for the Superior Court of Fulton County, Georgia, Democrats, to declare a default judgment against Fani Willis, Democrat, after she failed to answer the lawsuit within the prescribed by law 30 days. These are public records, meaning that any member of the public is entitled to these records as long as you're a Democrat. Willis is well known for flouting the law, as well as for her many Brady violations. Brady violation is it's when you don't hand over exculpatory, any evidence to the other side. Under Brady, if you have 10,000 pages in a box of documents, and down on 8,991, there's an exculpatory, you have to find that sumbitch by law, and you have to give it over. And she doesn't do that. Neither does Bragg up in New York. Neither did Andrew Weiss. All the scumbags, they don't do it. She just shrugs off the laws as if they were suggestions and not the law of the land. She is facing multiple investigations for her many crimes. They are crimes. Judicial, this is the problem. Politicians never go to prison unless the Democrats want them to. Seriously. Judicial Watch announced today that it asked the Superior Court of Fulton County, Georgia, this is from Judicial Watch, to declare default judgment against District Attorney Fani Willis in Judicial Watch's lawsuit seeking records of communications Willis had with Special Counsel Jack Smith and the House January 6th committee. So the January 6th committee, could this be why they deleted all their digital data right before the Republicans took over the House as a majority? Because they didn't want anybody to know this shit? The lawsuit was filed in the Superior Court of Fulton County, Georgia, after Willis and the county denied having any records responsive to an August 2023 Georgia Open Records Act. Yeah, we didn't have it. Request for communications with the Special Counsel's Office and/or the January 6th committee. In its motion, Judicial Watch noted that Willis was served with the lawsuit on March 11, but that she has not yet answered it. Defendant has not filed we know what it all is. It's a bunch of bullshit. Let's see what he has.
Hey everyone, Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton here. You're not going to believe what we had to do. We had to go into court in Georgia to obtain or try to obtain a default judgment, have it confirmed against Fani Willis. She refused to show up and answer a Judicial Watch lawsuit for records of her communications with the Biden administration and the Pelosi Congress about her targeting of Trump. Now, Judicial Watch has been filing FOIA lawsuits for over 30 years, hundreds of FOIA lawsuits. Never before, as a government agency or government official, not shown up and answered one of our lawsuits in court. So for us to go and get a default judgment,
she's above the law.
Is truly historic and not in a good way. And it shows you the extent that Willis is willing to go to cover up what is obviously collusion in order to get Trump.
You know how they always say about Trump, no one is above the law. Well, they're above the law. Think about it. Alvin Bragg is above the law. He filed, 87 charges against Trump, and the statute of limitations ran out on all of them. He tried to get in, he did all that to try to get a felony in the federal system on him. He can't do that, but he's above the law. They say Trump's not above the law, but they think he's below the law. These jackasses. Would you say you want the Pac-Man? Hey, Bobbity, how you doing, brother? No one is above the law except the legal officers. We're learning. Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. With who? Him? Yeah, probably because he's older. Yeah, I agree, Jeff. Yeah, they just file lawsuits left and right. Yeah, Jimmy, let me see if I can find that link. Yeah, this is great. Let's see. I think I got it. Hold on. We're going to just play that. Let me see. This criminal case at all. And I think it shows that she was trying to get Trump. I actually thought there was a motive there. She said she hates him. Yeah, she did. She wants to see him in prison. I think she was purposely throwing out this stuff to make sure the jurors were prejudiced, particularly the women jurors. That's a former U.S. district judge in Southern District, New York, said on CNN. Can you imagine that? A Southern District of New York judge. They're all Democrats. Sarah Gonzalez is shocked, saying, CNN, like, I cannot overstate that you are watching this. Isn't it indicative of the way we are in this country right now that we're so shocked that someone would be honest on CNN? Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Let's just go down to here. Is this it? What the hell is that? We ain't watching that. 48 minutes. Kiss my ass. After going into the 2024 election, the timing couldn't be more ripe for the left to start waking up to what's been done to the former president, including the FBI planting evidence at Mar-a-Lago. Yeah, now we know that they planted evidence. They had the GSA ship it down there. And it was Judge Eileen Cannon that exposed it because she unredacted a document that Jack Smith was trying to hide, which pointed out that it was the Biden. Trump never asked for those documents. It was the Biden administration that sent them there. And that's why they sent the FBI to raid Mar-a-Lago, because they knew what the skids looked like that they came in on. So they knew the documents that they wanted. And Trump said, oh, that's not my documents. In fact, the documents that Trump took, there was a lot of documents, but he had declassified them all in a presidential memo on January 19, 2021, the day before he left office, which means he was still president and he had the right to do it. And I mean, I could bring it up for you to see. I've shown it a lot, but he declassified it all. So this is why everybody's like, what the fuck are you talking about? He was allowed to have the documents, and he declassified them. Whether he declassified them or not, he was allowed to have them until he pulled out everything that he considered presidential records. And then he would ship the rest back to NARA. And NARA had no problem with that until Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer threatened the director of NARA to go after Trump. The judge has now indefinitely suspended the trial. Right. The trial's not going to go on until after he's president. Right. And then he'll just give himself a pardon. I would. It's on the federal level. He can do it. The judge has now indefinitely suspended the trial against Trump because the FBI's photo depicting all of Trump's top secret documents was 100% staged. Yeah, all those things that were on the floor. Remember that shit? And everybody said, they had to lay them out there. They did, but that was not stuff that he had. That was all the stuff that they got the General Services Administration to ship down. And they faked a memo saying, President Trump requested these documents, so please see that they're secure and all that. And so the people that were down there were like, okay, I'll put them in there. And it was all bullshit. That photo that you saw that was shown on the Washington Post and the New York Times, all of these outlets that were running this, like, oh my gosh, the damning evidence against Donald Trump, whole thing is completely staged, Gonzalez said. We knew that from the very beginning, guys. I mean, we knew it was bullshit. See, that's the thing. They try to accuse Trump of being this guy who is a criminal, that he doesn't abide by the law while he was in office, and yet he was the most constitutional president of my lifetime. I mean, he was. Every time something came up that the Congress wanted him to do something, but they didn't act, he would come out and say, look, the Congress has to do something. You know, I can't do this. Even when he signed that executive order about the kids in cages. I talked about this before. The kids in cages, right? The libtards tried to act like Donald Trump was the first one to put the kids in cages, right? And actually, it happened during during Clinton's administration, because the judge said, you know, you got to do this and whatnot. Obama did it, but they act like Trump was the only one that did it. So Trump, as he's signing the executive order to stop that, he said, he literally looked in the camera and said, I don't know how long this will last until a court gets it, because I'm really not allowed to sign this, but I'm going to do it to shut these people up. And he said, the Congress has to act and pass a law, and then I'll sign it. And they never did. They never passed a law. I salute the tireless efforts of the FBI to solve the Trump documents case and their initiative to bring their own boxes, folders, and documents. Way to go, team. Well, the media is pissed, because think about it. You're right, Jeff, because it was Jeff Zucker at CNN was 24/7 hate Trump. 24/7 hate Trump. Now they're finding out that all their efforts to get rid of Trump because of their TDS, right? That it destroyed the country. Yeah, she cried about it. Remember that fake photo that she took in the white where she's all crying and shit. And there was nobody on the other side of the fence. They just boxed it off in the image. There was nobody there. They're all a bunch of phonies. Yeah. Oh, nice. I should watch that. Get a link, Jeremiah. If you get one, I'll put it up and see if we can play it. Let me close these. Rolling out. Liberals. David. We may have to play the David clip again. Yeah, here's one that I reported on last week, but this story. Let me see. Where am I? There we go. Jack Smith admits to violating same law used against J6ers. Yeah, another J6er killed himself. Guy Homel, David Kennedy Homel. He was waiting for, you know what happened? He was carrying the plastic flag, right? And the cops started a skirmish, and so everybody was like, whoa, and he had the flag, and the flag hit one of the cops, but you can see in the video, he didn't go to hit the cop. That he's just getting jostled, and the thing hit the cop. So they charged him with hitting a cop with a flag, right? So the guy, he was waiting for his sentencing, and he committed suicide. He's the fifth one. I don't know, man. I don't know when the fucking tyranny of that is going to stop. But we're not even really supposed to talk about it. Jack Smith may have walked into a legal snafu. System normal, all fucked up, admitting earlier this week that he may have violated the same federal law his office is relying on to prosecute former President Donald Trump and hundreds of J6 participants. It's okay when we do it. Legal experts have previously noted that Smith likely erred in the handling. It was intentional in the handling of classified documents taken from Mar-a-Lago during the FBI's raid in August 2022. Last week, the prosecutor admitted that some of the boxes containing the documents were not properly categorized and that a chain of custody cannot account for why the contents in the boxes have shifted in the time since. Andrea Widberg with the legal blog American Thinker, which is a great website, suspects such an oversight may cost Smith his case. I think there's a lot of other things that will cost his case because he's full of shit. Like J6 participants, it could be argued that Smith's team ran afoul 18 U.S.C. 1512C 2, which carries up to 20. Can you imagine seeing these a-holes, the prosecutors going to prison for 20 years before Trump even gets his case out? 20 years in prison for an individual who corruptly obstructs, influences, or impedes any official proceeding. However, the U.S. Supreme Court is in the process of hearing a case brought by one J6 defendant who has credibly argued that the DOJ is ignoring another passage which states that an individual who alters, destroys, mutilates, or conceals a record document or other object, or attempts to do so with the intent to impair the object's integrity or availability for use in an official proceeding is guilty. A central argument by that defense is that no documents or physical records were obstructed during the January 6, 2021 riots at the Capitol. Okay. Smith admitted in a filing on Friday that some of the evidence registered in boxes taken from the property does not match up to itemizations given to Trump co-defendant Walt Nauta, but brushed away concerns that the former Trump aide raised, calling the information he was provided entirely accurate. To be sure, it's no small matter for Smith to concede that the government may not have kept evidence in the state in which it was seized. Fox News analyst Greg Jarrett, who's pretty good. Prosecutors have a duty to preserve evidence, Larry, exactly as it is seized, whoever Larry is. Let's see. Jack Smith's special counsel admits now in court documents altering, manipulating evidence against Trump. The digital scan of the documents doesn't match the physical order in the boxes that was seized. That's why they have chain of custody. And I'll submit that Democrats do this kind of shit all the time. He either wanted something out of there that would have helped Trump, or he wanted to put something in there that would harm him. And the dumbasses didn't care. They didn't think it, because they're Democrats. They didn't think anybody was going to take a look at it and match it up anymore. from American Thinker. As any litigator knows, maintaining documents in the order in which they're seized or produced is enormously important. Because everything is tainted after that. Evidence gone, throw it out. That's because order itself provides important information about the chronology of events or a person's intent or innocence. It's also of particular concern in this case because these documents were apparently packed by the General Services Administration, which then told Trump to pick them up. He never requested them. That's the whole damn point. He never asked for them. Hey, Liquid, what's up, man? How you doing? Special K, what's up, brother? Two guys just saying yo. Let me see. It won't let me post. Oh. All right. Hang on a second. I'll take care of that. I'll take care of that. Hang on. Let me see. Where the hell are you? There we go. Let us. Nope. Add as a moderator. Managing moderator. Nope. Standard moderator. Jeremiah, you are now a standard moderator. You can post the link. Yo. Got any other stories? Good, man. Thank you, sir. Yeah, everybody hit the like button. It helps. Let me see what we got here. Awesome. We got 8 so far. Oh, 9. Huh. All right. Let me put that out there. Yeah, it always was blank. I have one where he's like this and he's yelling at somebody, pointing at him, and it says, "Dementia my ass. I've always been this dumb." Yeah. Reagan at his worst, you're right, was no. And you know what they would do? One time he gave a speech, and it was on Memorial Day, and he stood at the cemetery, and he said, "On a day just like this, I was reminded of one such grave," because he just talked about the graves, right? And he said, "I was reminded of one such grave," and he went on to tell a story about in World War I, there was a soldier who was he was told to give a message, and in those days they rode bikes, possibly motorcycles if they had them. They're Indians, but they rode bicycles, and they tried to get through, and he died trying to get the message through. And then in the guy's pocket of his coat was a diary, and in the front of the diary he wrote something which I can't remember now, but it was something beautiful about why he was fighting, and it was to protect America and everything that she stood for. And it was like a tearing up moment, right? That Reagan told this story because he was a brilliant storyteller. And the next day, Washington Post and New York Times said, the old man's lost it. That grave was not in Arlington National Cemetery. Well, it was in this other grave, and Reagan never said it was in Arlington. He just said, "As I look amongst these graves, I am reminded of one such other one." That's what he said. But they tried to make him look like he had dementia because he said that. Bunch of friggin' jackals they were. And until now, guys, and until now they defended Biden. They even tried to do the old, Trump's lost it. He's repeating things. He's making things up, and which wasn't true. I mean, the guy he did screw up one sentence where he called he used Nikki Haley's name instead of whoever the hell it was. See, I can't even remember. But it was because he had been campaigning for like 18 hours already, right? And he had Nikki Haley on the brain. But Joe Biden doesn't even remember when his son died in Iraq, right? In combat. Yeah, exactly. Fear of a blank planet. Yes. Yeah. He was great. I liked when he was against when he said I won't. When he who was it? The guy from Minnesota when he said, we think that him being 82 or something like that. And he just can't, without missing a beat, he said, now I will not use his youth and inexperience as an issue in this race. And everybody even he started laughing. And that was when he won the debate right there. Yeah, you're right. Liquid, that's exactly what they were saying. Remember, the adults are back in the room. This guy, Secret Service reports that he shits himself all the time. That they have to bring extra clothes when they take him out, like to do speeches and stuff, because he shits himself. And that they were pissed off. Some of them were pissed off because they were told that they had to help clean him up. They're like, no, he's got a wife for that. No, we're not doing that. Unbelievable. But yeah. So they were supposed to bring dignity back, right? And even like now, even back then in 2016, everything they said about Trump was bullshit. It was absolute bullshit. He never said that all Mexicans were rapists, right? He never said that very fine people about the neo-Nazis and the other ones, the white nationalists. He never said any of that stuff, but they say he did. He didn't violate the emoluments clause. The Nader shuffle, yeah. Yeah, Nader, remember him, man? He used to have a blood type of donut. My God, he was huge. Did you ever see him when he was huge? He lost about 4 men in weight. Remember the time when he suffered, I think he had a stroke when he was in a hearing? And I'm going, come on. Yeah, not that I wish that on people, but for him, oh my God, he's a true progressive lunatic who wears a suit and tie. Yeah, she killed a dog, but at least she didn't eat it like Obama did. Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, she killed a dog, and in her in the book, she said, I hated that damn dog or something like that, and she shot the dog. But I don't know what the circumstances were why she shot the dog. But no, because I can't get into 5 guys running around in their underwear with a ball. I don't like basketball. I know a lot of people do. Yeah, we can always talk about it. You can talk about anything you want. You can come in, Liquid, if you want. I'll put that out there. Anybody can come in. Let me see something. Oh, wow. Let's see if there's anything else that we can talk about. Where is it? Mayorkas claims Joe Biden's border policy is working. Oh, that's a good one. Gotta cover that one. I think, Jeremiah, well, there's speculation that she said it because she thought that would endear her to America. Yikes. But I don't believe that. I think she just said it because she was just being honest. I didn't read the book because I don't buy politicians' books. The only one I bought, he wasn't a politician yet. I read The Art of the Deal. But yeah, I don't know why she wrote it. Like, I don't, you know how liberals are when they report shit like that. Like, they'll take everything out of context, and they probably did that with the book too. But still, I don't know. So I'm not going to judge her for that. Are not farm problems, bigot. It's a world different. Oh yeah, absolutely. City problems and farm problems, totally different. That's why we were all planning. We're saying, yeah, when the shit hits the fan, because we're like 22 miles out from Philly. I'm like, okay, so when they steal everything in the Walmarts, in the Wawas, the grocery stores, and they start to make it up through the suburbs. All right, I'm buying new shells now. Yeah, I read every book he's ever put out, Jeremiah or Jeffrey. I'm sorry. I saw the J and I went for it. Yeah, I read every book he's put out. I'm sorry, except the one on Spike. I didn't get the one on the dog. I don't know why, because I love dogs, and he didn't shoot one. Just for the record, she said she put it. She said she put it in so it would show she could make tough decisions. That's a terrible excuse. Yeah, you're right. Tough. Well, maybe the dog. Maybe the dog was dying and she shot the dog. Now, for that, I could understand a little bit why she would do it, but you know, it's still pretty lame to put that. I mean, if you have to shoot your dog, she said she hated the dog, but still, who wants to shoot a dog that's their dog? You know, that's pretty bad. But I mean, if the dog was dying and she put it out of its misery, that's a different story. Still a problem, but not as bad a problem as not. You know. Yeah, could be. Then you put that motherfucker. Let's see. It was an unruly puppy, is the word. Nah, I don't think so. Who could kill a puppy? Who could hate a puppy? Come on. If Noam wanted to show she could make tough decisions, she only need relay that she picked what she wanted for lunch in under 20 minutes. Yeah, but see, the other thing, she made a really bad decision before. Snarky puppy. She made a bad decision before, and it was on. It had to do with sports. I can't remember the full thing, but she made a decision where something about the trans. Who was it? It was the Sports Association. I can't remember what the Sports Association was, but I think it was for college sports that they were saying that if they didn't allow trans in, that they would get no TV coverage of it, and the TV coverage brought boatloads of money into the state. So I don't know. Snarky puppy. The very snarky puppy. Yeah, so let's see this. So let me do this one. That's just going to be okay. Let's see. So the brain dead as much as Joe, Mayorkas claims Joe Biden's border policy is working. 11 million and counting. President Joe Biden's border chief says the White House's border plan is working, but the plan is not intended to reduce migration into U.S. communities, homes, and jobs, according to Mayorkas, who was impeached in February by the House of Representatives. Instead, the border plan is intended to divert the flood of economic migrants from the cartel-run irregular migration pipeline into many expanding government-run quasi-legal pipelines. Mayorkas told NPR. Yeah, NPR. Let's see. What are they saying? Do you also have a policy goal to cause fewer people to arrive, fewer people to get in? No matter what he says, you can't believe it. Well, our goal is to eliminate to the fullest extent possible the phenomenon, what is commonly termed irregular migration. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. People placing their lives and their life savings in the hands of smugglers. Yeah, that's why we use taxpayer dollars to fly down to Central and South America, pick these third world pauper deadbeats up, and fly them straight into American cities. We gave them an Obama phone and a bag of goodies and said, check in over there. The hotel's free. Fuck it. And instead, we want them to use lawful pathways to make bullshit. Lawful pathways. They're a refugee. Well, there's no war going on in their country, so they're not a refugee. And besides, here's the bullshit, guys. If they claim that these people are refugees, okay, and that's why they have to listen to their asylum claims, well, then why do they flout the law? Because the law says that if you're a refugee, international law says that you have to request asylum at the first country you come to that is not at war. That would be Mexico for a lot of them, Guatemala for a lot more. But no, those two asshole countries let them come straight on through. You know why? Because Donald Trump is not in office. That's why. Rainbow flag on display. No, I don't think so. But hey. Yeah. don't have to live like a refuge. Yeah, this guy. The expanded new pathways include parole pipelines. You know what? These people, look at this shit. Oh, man. Yeah, it reduces wages and salaries for millions of angry young Americans. Yeah, because what was it? The March jobs report said that overwhelmingly the jobs went to foreign-born workers, including illegal aliens, and that they were mostly part-time jobs. But they're like, oh, we got 305,000 jobs. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we believe you. Why not? Compared to where I was, I can't believe how far right I am now. Yeah. And most Republicans now is I hate Forever Wars. No, man. Forever Wars? We don't like them either. Hey, what's up, man?
Hello.
Doing?
I appreciate your invite to come on.
I'm sorry I didn't see you then. I hope you weren't there long.
No,
I didn't see you because I had the other page up and I was reading from an article. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Yeah, I didn't. I was just chilling for like a little bit. It wasn't that long. But yeah, no, I saw your invite. I was like a little bit late in the chat sometimes because whatever. But I haven't been on this channel, so this is my first time on the channel, and
Awesome.
I like what you've done to the place. I obviously like you've gotten a lot better, since you started this channel. So
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's nice to pop the cherry, I think, is what I'm trying to say. So
Yeah, man, I like that. Thank you. Thank you very
yeah,
much.
I'm not gonna stay on too long, because I want to watch a bunch of black gentlemen in athletic clothes go up and down a basketball court.
Oh, okay.
Shortly.
I didn't say anything about their color, but okay.
No, that was all me.
5 men running up and down in their underwear with a ball.
No. Yeah, the racial thing was all me. That's not you.
No, that's all right.
But no, but I haven't been able to come into a lot of the streams recently because I've been working on this project.
Yeah. Tell us about it. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can switch my camera to the front one. I don't think I can.
We'll give you time.
But if you see where I'm at.
Yeah, you're like breaking out now.
And I've been renovating it.
There you go.
Damn. Yeah, I'm in an RV. I've been renovating it.
Is that where you live? In an RV? Yeah, we lost you. You're like breaking up. Now, there you go. You're back. Okay. So what are you living in an RV?
Am I back?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're back. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Back. Yep. I've been working on this RV. I bought this RV on Craigslist. So hopefully someone else is joining. Jimmy, what's up, man?
Yeah,
What's up?
I was just about to explain to
everybody.
Yeah, I was explaining to your brother like why I've been like MIA for like the past month or so. This is that RV. This is the RV I've been telling you about, bro.
Trigger on that.
Yeah. I bought this a long time ago, but it's been taking me like half a year to. I renovated this thing. Yeah, bro. I renovated this thing from like so painted it, sanded it, and yeah, now it's all finally come to fruition. So I've been like settling in the past month with this thing. So I'm real happy with this.
Are you still working?
Yep, I'm still working remotely. So I was doing this, and I can just pretty much take this RV across the country, man. I got it really nicely set up. It's real nice in here.
Cool.
I don't mean to overstate it, but it's going to be very comfortable for me.
It does look
pretty
nice,
happy with it. Good. I try to make it look like a house. I didn't want it to look like I'm camping every day, like 5.
Right.
Hopefully one day I'll bring a lady back here and it won't be embarrassing. So just to come back to a trailer. It's got some nice lights in here. I try to make it look like a strip club if you can't tell.
You got to put a pole in the middle of the room though.
Yeah, no. I need to be on the lookout for that. You're right. So
Jimmy.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I took care of that.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
But yeah, it's not. I just want to unveil that. I got some basketball. Yep. Hopefully one day. Hopefully. Yeah, that's what it was. It's supposed to try to be like a studio apartment, basically. instead of renting out apartments, bro. So this costs less than 1 year of renting out apartments to do. So
Wow.
so I thought it was good, but yeah. So because I got everything real cheap, I did everything really right. I feel like so. But I'm gonna be able to be in the chats more. I got everything settled down now. But so
Cool.
just want to give you guys an update. I really appreciate you dropping the invite to be able to let me come onto your channel. I didn't want to make this
Dude,
entire stream
anytime.
about. I didn't want to
Anytime.
come in here and make this entire thing about me. But it's good to see you,
No,
Jimmy.
you're good. Go. We got hours.
Yep. No. It's good to see everybody. It's good to see everybody. It's good to be
You
on
too,
this
man.
for the first time.
I was wondering
And
what happened to you. I hadn't seen you around.
What's up, Vince?
No, yeah. Yep. Nope. So hopefully I'll be just floating around in these live streams a little while. I've just been lurking a lot and just working on the RV.
Have you tripped in the van yet?
Yes. Yep. Once. Yep. Once. Yep. And I got all these lights, man. So it didn't work out perfectly because so I'm on my dad's farm right now. My dad has a farm, and so
Cool.
and so I they said they were going to be gone on Friday, and then they came back a lot earlier than they said. So that was unfortunate, but outside of that, man, when I was doing that, it just felt really nice in here. Like it just was really, I'm just really proud of this place. Like it's just a really nice area to be in.
Well,
So
just a little advice.
Mhm.
I wouldn't smoke too much weed in that thing because if the police ever roll up on you and smell weed, then they want to search and all that.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
It definitely depends on what state for sure. Yep. But this thing is like it's not connected to
See, the way
like
I
this thing.
handle that, I don't smoke weed.
Yeah. This thing's a trailer, so it doesn't have like a motor. It's not like a vehicle as well, you know. So it's like I have the truck and then I have the trailer. So this thing's like a separate. So hopefully it's a little less. But yeah, guys, it's good talking to you guys. Jimmy, it's good talking to you. I've been lurking in your streams, even though but it's good to see you again. I wish you'd been able to stream more, but I know you're working real hard right now.
Yeah, the work is just fucking with
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
trying to move.
Right now, I
yep.
just do
No, I
fries.
know. Yep.
Yeah.
I hope you get the housing stuff. I hope that stuff's simmering down. I know there's a little hot recently, so hopefully it's
One of
simmered
these
down.
jerk-offs stole the cat.
No,
He fucking left and stole the cat.
that's just such an evil thing to do is steal the cat.
Yeah.
That's just like the most
true.
evil thing.
And blamed me. Blamed me.
No, I was lurking during that, so I heard that entire story for sure. I was lurking during that stream. So, but all right, Jim. All right, guys. It's good talking to y'all.
Man.
Yep.
Good seeing you, Liquid, man. Thanks for
Yep.
popping in. Appreciate
Of course.
it.
Yep.
See you, man. Good luck with that thing.
Take videos and pictures.
Yeah. Take videos and pictures, bro. That's cool.
Yeah, he told me he was going to do that a while ago. You know, he told me he got the van and he would, or whatever it was. Yeah, that's cool. A lot of people say they want to do that and don't do it, and he did it. So
Yeah.
travel the country.
Dude, that's good. Drive across the country and you don't have to pay for hotels and
and
motels.
he can work from that. That's fucking perfect. That's perfect.
No, geez.
What?
All right. You can donate to UL. Buy me. Buy me an RV. That's funny. With spray paint. Yeah. Oh, wow, man. Let me see who else thinks Jimmy looks like the lead singer of Rush. Ooh, I don't know if that's.
No. I don't think so.
I used to say I used to play in a band that we did like Rush songs.
Yeah, we were Rush
exclusively.
We were kids.
Yeah, and we had a girl that sounded just like Geddy Lee. Unfortunately, she looked just like Geddy Lee.
Who, Linda Cunningham?
No, it was somebody else. No, Linda wasn't bad looking. She actually married a British rock star and went to live over there. He was awesome. Right is going to become a nomadic people. Yeah. We could be in your backyard right now. Yep. Yeah. What else is there? Cancel that. Let me see. Is this really? Oh, let's see. Hold on. Here we go. I'll bring this up. Yeah, awesome drummer. Yeah, he was a good guy too. Yeah. Here we go. Ready? It says John Nolte is one of the best writers at Breitbart. I love the guy. All this stupid narcissistic crybabying over an Apple ad. Apple is a fascist company, so you can imagine how stupid people have to get before I run to its defense. However, the uproar over an ad called Crush, which was meant to promote the latest iPad Pro, is just stupid. Another example of how social media has created a contagion where we seek to pretend we're offended because being offended is a cheap and easy way to feel morally superior. No one wants to go through life having lost the good opinion of perpetual scolds like the Lesser Bateman and Hugh Grant. Tantrum is especially revealing because it is over nothing. This is a moment where the grown babies were sitting at home with their empty lives wanting to have a tantrum. So they went out looking for a reason and fabricated one through a deliberate misinterpretation. Think about how good life must be, how privileged these grown babies are, for real, that they have the emotional space to fabricate reasons to feel offended over a commercial. Shouldn't these millionaires be out digging wells for Africans or something? This is the worst kind of toxic everything is all about me narcissism. I'm offended. I'm a victim. Please don't look at how much privilege one must enjoy being offended over something this stupid and meaningless. And please, please, please don't look at how I am deliberately misinterpreting this ad to fabricate an offense that my empty life so desperately needs. Now comes my favorite part. How many of these crybaby assholes do you think will buy the new iPad Pro? Yep, all of them. Damn, he wrote assholes in Breitbart. Oof. Wow. Mommy's basement. The meatloaf. More Park sausages, Ma. Please. What's up, Linda? How you doing? I think Liquid left.
Yeah, he did. Probably did.
Oh, no, he's still here. Yeah, he's still in the chat. Yeah. Cool. Cool, man. Yeah, and her mommy's basement is right. What time is it? Oh, it's early. Let's see. Do we have anything else to report on? Check it out. Barron Trump just got into politics. Barron and 3 other Trump children to serve as Florida delegates to Republican National Convention. Nice. Let's see. Trump urges Biden to follow through with debate promise. I don't remember promising him. I can hear it now. We know what I stand for, and we know what he stands for, that MAGA extremist. We don't have to debate. That's what's going to happen. Mark it. That's what's going to happen. So, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Any new inhabitants?
Nah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do.
Well, how hard is it to get people in?
Well, the guy that he had as a partner had some difficulty in his life. He got divorced and he basically ghosted everybody. And he wouldn't talk to them. And he was relying on this guy because he's been in the business for like 10 years. He has other houses. He has connections. And So he's kind of like asked out,
Yeah.
you know. Rich, I stopped going to AA over a month ago.
Did you?
Yeah. Rich, all these people, I hate to say it, but they're all scumbags. At some level, they're all scumbags. At
Really?
least down here. Like,
Well, yeah. Consider where you're at.
I mean, they're all
South
scumbags.
Philly is not South Philly anymore.
This shit affects me, Rich. I
When
mean,
it was all Italian, it was not like that.
the kid that took the cat, I thought he was a very decent kid. And then he turned around and pulled this bullshit. And it just,
I know. They
I
stole your cat. That's fucked
had
up.
enough of these people.
Did you at least find out if the cat's okay?
Yeah, the cat, he likes the cat. That's why he took it. But he made excuses. Rich,
Yeah, he had no right to
I
do
used
it.
to let the cat out to catch rats, right? One
Yeah.
time the cat
Rat.
left for about an hour, right? So he comes outside giving me shit about it, right? And I said, look, the fucking cat's probably better off, right? I said sarcastically. 2 or 3 months ago, when he come in that day when he moved, I noticed the cat gone. I'm like, what do you think? I'm fucking stupid? You took that fucking cat? And he's like, that day that you said that cemented it for me. I'm like, what? You fucking Rich. He's full of shit.
Yeah.
So, enough of these fucking people.
That's what cats are for. Keep smiling.
I mean, Rich, I can't believe how much it affected me that this kid went and did this.
Yeah, well. What are you going to do?
I mean, I don't need to be around scumbags. I don't. I just don't. I'm better off without.
That is true.
And doing this houseman shit has been nothing but stress.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I can attest to that.
For nothing. For nothing.
Mouse say tongue. It was a commie. He killed a commie for mommy.
I'm trying to figure out how to get the fuck to work tomorrow. Jesus Christ.
You don't have a ride?
No, the bus and train schedules are all fucked up on Saturday. But I've got there on Saturday before, but for some reason, I just got to figure it out.
Wow. Crazy. The Lindbergh Kitty. It's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny. Have you got any revenge on Earth peoples or Wi-Fi not for TV? Jimmy?
Huh?
He's asked you a question.
What'd he say? Revenge on Earth peoples or Wi-Fi not for TV? Well,
The Asian woman? Is that who it was?
So my old landlord, like that fucking idiot, Kenny's still there, right? The dude's a complete moron, right? and I found out because his friend works on my crew that the old man that she kind of had like overseeing things, he died. And he snitched on me and came to court for the tenant thing and acted like, oh, she just told me I had to come. I didn't do. Full of shit. But he died, and I called her up and I said, listen, I'm almost a year sober. I heard you need people. I know damn right. Well, and also the feds came and locked 2 people up that were living there. They were wanted. So
Let me say, what in the hell?
What's up, Linda?
Hold on. Here we go. the hell is that? 10. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay. And then what? And then engagement. Okay. Linux, and then that. All right.
There it is. All right. See, I can take a train. I got to take an Uber to 30th Street, get the West Trenton train. Then it only goes to Jenkintown, and then I got an Uber from Jenkintown. It's about $20 for both of them. But
Where the hell is that? Oh, there it is.
$5.47. So.
What the hell is that? Am I still? Huh. Oh, there it is. All right. I just looked at the YouTube. Let me see. Mike Tyson or Jake Paul? Yeah. Tyson's not as angry as he was when he was a young man. I'm going to eat your children. You know, when he had that voice that if he was behind a sheet, you would never think. Never. What's this? Train Spotting with Jimmy. My first Gonzo novel.
Who said that?
Bass. Wow. Oh, he's 58. Ooh.
Who's that?
Tyson. Well, he'll be 58 in June next month. Wow. And how old is the other guy?
He might be in his 30s.
Yeah. That's nuts.
Yeah, but Jake Paul, I'm telling you, Tyson's going to kill him.
You think?
Yeah.
I remember the days when you would get into you would go to
27 years.
You would go to a Tyson fight and you got in line for a beer and a hot dog or a pretzel or something. And by the time you got to your seat, the fight was over. He'd knock him out in the first round. That happened a lot. People were pissed. And then he bit Holyfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to work at
odds makers expect Paul to win.
I used to work, you know, the clothespin building, Jim, down in Center City?
Yeah.
I used to work in that building and when I worked for Comcast. And one day I was in IT at Comcast. I worked for another company, but we were hired to be their IT. That was their main office. So one day I go into my office and I'm coming in the morning and there's this black gentleman with a suit on and he's on my phone in my office. And I'm standing there, he has his back to me. So I just stood in the doorway and I'm like, who's this motherfucker? He turns around and it's Holyfield. And I went, whoa, champ. And he like puts his hand on the receiver and he goes, I'm sorry. I'll just be him. I said, champ, do whatever the hell you want. Right. So he finishes his call and he comes out and he shakes my hand. And what's your name? And I told him, I said, what are you doing here? And he said, I want to start a gospel radio station. And he goes, and Comcast is nice enough to let me do it. And I was like, oh, very cool. And the whole time I'm trying to not like look at his ear, you know, like lean over and, hey, it looks pretty good. Yeah. I didn't want to do that, you know, but he was a really good guy. He was a gentleman.
I'd have said, how's your ear?
No, not me. I didn't want to do that. I was just happy he was there. I was like, yeah, man, check it out. I got something to talk about at lunch. Yeah, Holyfield stole a call on my phone. That was my claim to fame to boxing. Yeah. Let's see what else is here. Hamas now refuses to budge on hostage talks. You hear about that shit? So the truce or ceasefire, whatever, went out, and they just crumpled up and throw it in the trash. They create their own. Hamas created their own like agreement, and they said, okay. They tell the press, okay, we've agreed to the ceasefire agreement, and Israel comes out and goes, no, and they're like, well, you're the ones that gave it. No, this is their agreement. We never agreed to this. They created it out of air. You know, unreal.
See, it's never going to go well for Israel because of innocents dying. It's just not going to play out well for them. It's not.
It probably won't, but Jim, it's anybody with a rational brain could say, okay, they waited 2 weeks. They sent flyers. They sent messages, get out because we're going to bomb. We don't want to hurt you. But then Hamas says, we'll kill you if you leave. What do you do?
Well, Richie, none of that matters. The fact is people are still dying. It
does matter, but it does matter.
It doesn't.
No, it does, Jim. It matters. It's Jim.
All optics,
Jim. They're yes, and they're using people as human shields.
Well, yeah.
You know, I mean, Israel tries to do surgical strikes, but I mean, goddamn. No, they're the only ones in the world that would call your home. This is before the war. If Hamas set up a rocket launcher in your backyard and they fired at Israel, Israel had the technology to be able to trace it right back to pinpoint where it is, and they would find out the phone number of the home and call them. This is the IDF. You have 8 minutes to evacuate. We're going to blow up your house. No one else does that. No one in the world ever would call and say, you got 8 minutes to get out. No one. They did it. They did it consistently. So, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Let's change the subject because you get all bothered by
it. Rich,
9%. Yeah,
Jews are always going to have these problems because they're surrounded by Muslims.
Yes, I know. And none of that land, Jim. Anything to the west of Jordan was legally belonged to the Jews.
Eventually, Richie, Israel's going to be no more. I'll tell you that right now. When they destroy America, right? And they're going to, at some point, these commies are going to destroy America. Israel goes down.
I don't know about that. I don't know. They'll put up a fight. But here, let's do this. You ready? This was hilarious. So Joe Biden told a barefaced lie. That's a new way to call it. He claimed inflation was 9% when he took office. It was 1.4%. He just can't tell the truth. Joe Biden continues to spout lies about the state of the economy when he took office in an attempt to make it look like he's doing a good job as president. In a recent interview with CNN, Biden claimed that inflation was 9% when he took office in January 2021. It wasn't. It was 1.4%. No president had ever had the run we've had in terms of creating jobs. Okay. And bringing down inflation. See, the problem is inflation is cumulative. See that? I got the word out.
I'm going to smoke a cigarette. I'll be back.
All right, if you have 8%
on my phone,
if you have 8% inflation one year, and then the next year you have 3%, you go, inflation's coming down. No, you have 11% inflation. That's what you have. It's cumulative. Because everything that was manufactured under 8% is now being sold at that price. They don't, and because they didn't put it down to the 3%, even though it was already manufactured and cost them that amount, oh, they're gouging. No, you're a moron. That's the real thing. So Biden's lying again. Is anybody shocked? Yeah, someone. He got that allegedly in there. You could be a reporter. Allegedly. You say allegedly, you can get away with almost anything. Yep. Let's see, what else is there? Wow, look at this. A bill arrives to revoke visas of pro-Hamas protesters. I love that they're calling them pro-Hamas now instead of pro-Palestinian because they are pro-Hamas. Yeah. Allegedly. House Republicans refer Michael Cohen to DOJ for perjury. Nah, good. Yeah, I still heard Michael Cohen was having an affair with Stormy Daniels since 2006. And he's the one that came up with the plot to do the hush money. If you guys just watched my video, there was a guy in 2016. It was a former, he was a former doorman at one of Trump's buildings. And Singudad, I think his name was. And he went to National Enquirer's parent company, AMI, American Media Inc. And he had said that he wanted to sell a story that he had heard a rumor about that Trump fathered a child out of wedlock while he was married to a woman he had an affair with that was one of the workers, one of the employees. It never happened, right? But he got $30,000 because, and the guy that ran AMI, which is the Enquirer, National Enquirer, he said the reason why he paid him the money was for the sole rights to the story in perpetuity, and because he didn't want anybody else doing the story, but he wanted the time to do, like, this is when they did real journalism, to they still did it, to actually get the story right and to confirm it, to validate it. So what happened was he went and the guy sent his people out. There were like 6 other outlets that were looking at it, but only Enquirer could print the story. But the AP did a story on it years later. What happened was it was proven it lacked any credibility whatsoever. No one could find anything on the story, so they killed it. The guy still got his $30,000. So, in other words, the guy knew that in 2016, a billionaire was running for president and that he would probably pay out money to get a story squashed because it would look bad for the election that was like maybe a month away, right? So was it too much of a stretch to think that a porn star, a hooker, a whore, if you will, that she knew she too could make money, right? She said, you know what? I got a story that I slept with Trump. I had an affair with him. And I want money. That's the funny thing when they asked her in court. She said, why did you do this? Well, because I wanted to tell my story. No. Why did you ask for money about the story? Think about that. So I that's why I just don't believe Stormy. Did you see the Babylon Bee today? They said Trump says Stormy was way hotter back then. I thought that was hilarious. Let's see if I can find it. Trump says Stormy. There you go. There it is. Oh, that's hilarious. There we go. Got to share that. Here you go. Trump assures jury Stormy Daniels was way hotter back then. Former President Donald Trump made sure members of the jury in the Stormy Daniels hush money trial knew the adult film actress was much, much hotter when he first met her. This sounds like something he would say too. Oh shit. This sounds like something he would say. She was an 8 or a 9 back then. Let me tell you, Trump explained to members of the jury. Now she's a bit of a dog-faced Daniels. That's what they call her. But not when I met her. I would never touch a dog. Not a dog guy. Not that I did touch her, but if I had, she was smoking. Don't know what happened. That's exactly how he would say it, too. Let's see. She was a babe, trust me. Do I look like a guy who would go after a nasty woman that looks like that? Trump said, pointing to where Daniels was seated. Not that I went after her. But if I had, she's changed since then. Probably because she got old. I don't go after old women. Gross. It just sounds like something he would say, too. Oh, man, that's funny. Gotta love the bee. Yeah, me too. Oh, Jimmy's outside smoking still. Yeah. Years ago, it was a common opinion in Australia that Yanks are the most litigious people on earth. I think they are. Because it's the land of milk and honey, right? Compared to the rest of the world. So I think they are. Places like Qatar, nah. Qatar's not. That's far more wealthy, but they'll cut your head off if you lie in a court case. Rumor around the campfire is Noam's dog looked exactly like Stormy Daniels. Completely justified shoot. There you go. Especially in Philly. Yeah, Philly's very litigious. They have a term for it, for a scumbag lawyer. It's he's a Philly lawyer. Because Philly lawyers are known. That and then Temple lawyers, Temple University lawyers. Temple Law School has put out some of the biggest scumbag, like Lou Small, biggest scumbag lawyers ever. Yeah, I went up against Lou Small. And all the way up until the point where his client had to plead guilty. He tried to get me to change stories and methods. Scumbag. Well, yeah, the legal system always is. You know, in America, when they do a bankruptcy, right, and have to decide who gets paid, the lawyers are always the first ones that get paid. That's like a law. I don't know if it is or not, but they're always the first ones that get paid because they're the guys that decide who gets screwed and who doesn't, right? Who has to sue for their money. That's hilarious. All right, let's see what else is there. Let's go to the Liberty Daily. Yeah, this is a good. Yeah, this is a good page. Jonathan Turley says Judge Mershon crossed the line by suggesting a witness be called by Alvin Bragg's team. No. Yeah, I think this is Burks. Ex-CDC director warns bird flu could be the great pandemic, urges release of classified COVID documents. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're trying to tell us that the bird flu is the next great pandemic. Look at this. I love the picture they got. Let's see. Alvin Bragg's paralegal admits his office deleted 3 pages of phone calls between Stormy Daniels' lawyer and Michael Cohen. There you go. Right there. Wow.
What did he do?
It says Alvin Bragg's paralegal admits his office deleted 3 pages of phone calls between Stormy Daniels' lawyer and Michael Cohen. In other words, they were colluding on what they were going to say.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. A nuanced argument for the benefits of global warming. You got to love that. Well, it won't be cold anymore.
Rich, in the 70s, they were talking about ice ages.
Yeah, I know, Jim. It was, what's his name? Bob Ehrlich? I think it was Paul Ehrlich. Paul Ehrlich was saying there was going to be an ice age. And when icebergs weren't floating down Main Street, USA, they did a total 180 and said it's global warming.
And then they did another total 180, and now it's climate change.
Well, they had to change climate change because too many people were debunking global warming.
Right.
Yeah. You know why, Jim? Because we were when the global warming thing was around, or it's getting hotter. The Earth was actually in a cooling phase. So they had to. Let's see. Nuanced argument. It didn't change, did it? Share this tab instead. There we go. A nuanced argument for the benefits of global warming. Gotta love that. People often ask me, do you believe in global warming? Now, if you got to ask, do you believe in global warming? You just lost the argument right there, as if it's a religion. But belief is not how reality works. More useful questions could be, what's the probability that the climate is changing, change is bad, change is worse than the alternative? It's worth thinking about to see if we understand the world properly. I researched this topic for strategic reasons for our business. Is climate something we want to invest in? Anyone who has a more accurate prediction of the future has an advantage. Yeah, but you know what? If a weatherman can't tell you what the weather's going to do in 72 hours from now accurately, how are they going to tell you that the world's going to come to an end in 50 years if Americans don't stop having a good time? That's basically what they're telling us. The discussion of climate has become muddy due to conflicts of interest. We can't trust the coal miner or the conservative politician when they say global warming is a non-issue, nor can we trust the left-wing or solar startup that global warming is the biggest threat to humanity. You cannot get a man to understand something that his salary depends upon him not understanding. That's a good line. Let's see. Is the climate changing? Climate activists, 99% agree. That's that consensus that Al Gore talked about. Chris, what's up? Yeah, well, from what I understand, we were in a cooling phase throughout that whole global warming bullshit. The cooling phase was like 30,000 years long, and we were still in it.
Ice Age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that Ice Age shit. It kind of scared me.
Nah, not me.
I was a kid, you know.
Yeah, I know. Well, Jim, they were telling us when we were kids in the year 2000, we were all going to die from skin poisoning because the atmosphere was burning up. That blocks the sun.
They also did that movie. What was that movie? It actually wasn't a bad movie where, okay, so there's this, all the teenagers and the kids were listening to this song on the radio, and they started to get sick. And then they fell into like a coma. And then at the end of the movie, what it was these aliens knew that the sun was going to change. So they developed like a hard outer shell to protect themselves against the sun. Yeah. I forget the name of the movie. That WKRP. Who?
Day After Tomorrow?
Maybe that was it. I don't know.
Yeah, who said that?
Remember that dude from WKRP?
Yeah.
He was in it.
Oh, cool. Meanwhile, China's taking its filthy business practice. Yeah, I know. You're right. They are. They're now, where the hell? They're in Europe now trying to kiss everyone's ass so they can create new markets over there as well. But what their model was, like, for example, this is just an example. They created a huge market in solar panels over in Europe. And so when all the companies over in Europe that make the parts that make up the solar panels, they wanted to go into business with China companies, they said, okay, we'll do that, but you got to give us all your blueprints. Our what? We want all your source code. Well, we're not going to do that. Well, then you're not going to get in our market, are you? That's illegal, but they did it, and nobody bothered them. Yep. Huh. Let's see. Huh.
Jesus Christ.
What's the matter, Jim?
These fucking glasses.
What
I can't
would,
afford. I
what
can't
would
afford.
Jesus Christ have to do with that?
Well, I can't afford to fix them until I pay this idiot off, which will be soon.
Blame capitalism. Yes. They all blame capitalism.
Well, Rich, capitalism has its downfalls, but I don't see them coming up with
anything better.
They're coming up with failed systems that failed before,
right?
Socialism and communism. So,
right. Capitalism is per se the best system we have. That doesn't mean it's perfect. Right. Doesn't mean it's perfect, but Jimmy, more people around the world, the status of their lives raised a lot because of capitalism. They say capitalism causes pollution. No, capitalism was the thing that solved pollution in America.
Richie, what I don't like is, in order to live in a decent neighborhood, most people cannot afford to live in a good area. They can't.
Hang on. Hey, Dawn, I haven't seen you before. Welcome.
Dawn's from
Where you from, Dawn? Where? Oh, really? Oh, cool.
I think so, yeah.
All right. Free market part that is missing now. It used to be based on the best price. Yeah. Well, yeah. See, that's the thing. Laissez-faire capitalism. They say, oh, you don't want that. Yeah, you fucking do. You really do want laissez-faire because what we have now in America is not really capitalism. I'm talking prior to the communists that got in. It wasn't. It was state capitalism. It was crony capitalism is what it was. And that's not good. But because it had the word capitalism mixed in there, people go, you see, we told you it would fail. You're popular, Dawn. There you go. Now
she used to come on my channel. She used to come on my channel.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've seen her. Let's see. Analytics. I wonder where Jade is, Dr. Jade. I haven't seen her. I sent the link.
Fridays can be hectic.
Yeah, true.
Now, every Friday there was something going on with this fucking place. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
And I would get home to 6:30, and sometimes, well, no, usually Friday I get home a little earlier. But I had to go food shopping.
Yeah.
Now today we didn't work; it was raining, but I'll get paid tomorrow. But
let's see what other nutty shit we got to choose from. Oof. Oh, this guy streamed.
Dawn has a channel? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know she had a channel.
Yeah. She's got a bunch of videos there, too.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Let's see. What do we got here?
Yeah, you ought to do call-ins too, Rich.
What do you mean?
That people call in when you live stream. Do a segment.
We can do that here?
Yeah. Well,
how? I don't see it.
You can come up with like a Google number and just put it out and tell people to call you. That's all. I used to do it. I just got away from doing it.
Cool. Josh just texted me. Into garden. Field Marshal Browning.
All right, well, listen, I got to go. I got to get ready to go to sleep for work. So
Before 8 o'clock?
I got to get the fuck up at 5 o'clock.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm going up to Scranton tomorrow.
4:45. Are you?
Yeah.
For what?
Parker's second birthday. Ryan's son.
Ah.
Yeah. They're having they're having a birthday thing.
Yeah. Nothing to do with her.
Yep,
all right, well, listen, people, I'm out of here.
All right, Jimmy from Philly. Thank you. Thanks for coming in, bro. Dawn, he's my brother, Jimmy from Philly. He's my blood brother. So that's why I had him in here. Yeah, pirate radio. What's this? We lost little Miss White Supremacist this week. I don't know who that is, but yeah. Oh, he's still here. You're still here.
Oh, how the fuck did that happen?
I don't know. Everybody's saying goodbye to you.
I know. Goodbye, everybody. I hit remove.
There you go. I'll take you out. Oh, no, I can't. Whatever. Just don't end the stream like I did one time. Jimmy was running the stream and I left StreamYards and I accidentally clicked end stream. Shut his ass down. Oh, man. Oh, your chicken. Oh, wow. Rest in peace, little miss. Wow. Let me see if Miss Jade, Dr. Jade, wrote back. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. I think, did she say she's going on vacation? I think she did. Yeah. That's right. Yep. Let me see what else we got to deal with. We'll go down to Rantingly, which is another good aggregate news site. Uses Biden DOJ coordinating with Trump prosecutors, of course. Probe of judge who hit Trump with $450 million. Oh, wow. Check this shit out. This is Newsmax. Ready? Let's see. I'll put this up. There you go. Lawyers' advice to Trump judge sparks probe serious concerns. So, in other words, they're going after Engoron. I believe it's Engoron. Yeah, Arthur Engoron, the freak. New York City real estate attorney claimed he had a conversation with and gave advice to the judge who hit Donald Trump with a $455 million judgment in the recently completed fraud trial, sparking an investigation by a state commission on judicial conduct. NBC New York reported. Attorney Adam Laitman Bailey told NBC New York that he spoke with Manhattan Supreme Court Justice Arthur Engoron 3 weeks before the judgment against Trump, telling the outlet he wanted Engoron to get it right. Quote, I actually had the ability to speak with him 3 weeks ago, Bailey told New York NBC in an on-air or on-camera, I can't read, interview on February 16th, the day of Engoron's decision. I saw him in the corner at the courthouse. I walked over and we started talking. I wanted him to know what I think and why, and I really want him to get it right. New York State Commission on Judicial Conduct will look into the claims and consider whether rules were violated. Of course they were. The Eighth Amendment was violated. Retired presiding New York Appellate Justice Alan Shankman told NBC New York that Bailey's claim is very troubling and that the conversation should have been disclosed by Engoron. The fact that this lawyer made these statements unprompted during a recorded TV interview should raise serious concerns. Yeah, you know, unbelievable. So for that trial, if you remember, that E. Jean Carroll, right? Yeah. New York actually made a law. The legislature made a law that said that that they were going to throw out the statute of limitations for sexual assault cases, just so that someone could come along and go after Trump. And E. Jean Carroll comes along. So my grandmother would have said, what the hell else is going on? Let's see. Steve Bannon loses appeal of contempt conviction. How about that? Anybody think he would win? Can't win with communists. Michael Cohen goes on TikTok with new Trump taunt. Yeah, see, that's bullshit. So Merchan, Judge Merchan, who should have recused himself by law, New York law says he should have recused himself because of his daughter's activity, and he won't. So he's lawless. He puts the gag order on Trump, but doesn't put a gag order on the other side. That's not done. That's the first time I ever heard of that. They only put it on one side. So now you got Michael Cohen who can go out there and trash Trump all he wants, and Trump's not allowed to say a word. That's just so unfair. The good thing is that communists always go overboard. Always. So the American people are seeing this. Safeway uniform? You guys have Safeway? Wow. Great distraction. Yeah. There's Reckonziluk sisters. Oh, wow. Linda's a good-looking woman. I knew it. I just had a feeling. Let's see. Hillary Clinton denounces Trump for doing what she did in the same 2016 campaign. Gotta love that. Good Lord. She said, I gave up shame years ago. Oh, that's from Lithgow. Taken to Heart by Hillary Clinton. Is it worth reading? I don't know. About election interference. Nah, it's not worth it. It's got to be really good if I want to pull Hillary in. Let's see. So what else is there? I should go to the B. The Babylon B. There it is. Oh, no, it's not the B. That's another good one. Not the B. Techno Fog. Where the hell's the other one? National Pulse. Fleckus. Oh, yeah, Fleckus is still around. Cool. Haha, there's not even a photo. Of what? Of you? Put up a photo, Linda. Chicken Sonata by Little Miss Supremacist. Oh, Chicken Sonata by Igor. Okay, let's see if we got it. Chicken Sonata by Igor. Oh, there it is. All right, hold on. Am I going to have to stop this? So for now, though, these puppies just need to sit and soak for a bit in the sink. A coalition representing the majority of married men in the country released a joint statement this week, making sure their wives knew they placed the dirty dishes in the sink with every intention of coming back and scrubbing them. Gotta love that. I wish I were rich, says man who has a family, roof over his head, self-propelled lawnmower. 14 exciting new Lord of the Rings films announced. Yeah. Having solved climate change, Greta Thunberg turns attention to Middle East peace. How dare you? RFK says he supports a mother's right to drown her newborn at Chappaquiddick. Oh, now here we go. Stormy Daniels offers hush money to courtroom sketch artists to please stop drawing her. That's hilarious. Trump is sure. Yeah, we already read that one. Look at this. Biden. I'm outraged at accusations. I've taken the side of Hamas, says angry Biden wearing a new, what's that called? A keffiyeh? Kifa? I don't even know how to pronounce it. Let's see. Worm disgusted to find itself in politician. Yeah, it was RFK. Woman somehow able to feel God's love without writing lengthy Instagram post about it. Wow, that's something. Biden strikes deal where Hamas gets to keep American hostages in exchange for 15 votes in Michigan. Ah! Gotta love the bee. But you drink tea. I drink iced tea. And of course, it's decaf with stevia. It has to be, of course. Proves the left actually have brainworms. Yeah, it's true. That is true. Yeah, but unlike Biden, at least he has a brain. A functioning one. Southern sweet tea is heavenly. Yeah. Yep. A gift to MAGA election deniers. New Georgia law requires absentee ballots to be counted, reported on election night. Nice. Oh, all right. MAGA election deniers. Jesus Christ. Biden's skull was 58 pounds. Yeah. I still blame his wife, Jill, the adulterer. She should have pulled his ass out of the fire. But no, she wanted to be first lady. Yeah. Something else I can't understand why people, especially trying to run for president. Yeah. Brainworms. Yeah. Is there enough lemon and sugar so you don't really taste the tea then? I'm down. Yeah. Then you wouldn't want tea then. Yeah, I make my own. Usually I use ginseng and stevia in the tea. Drinks unsweetened tea recently. It's just pure bitter tea. It's bracing. So you like hot green tea? Yeah, green tea's good. It's healthy for you. It's got a lot of caffeine in it. Not as much as white, but green's got it's got caffeine in it. Big amount. In the Years in Unix stream yesterday, it was talking about brainworms and spiritual health. Oh, wow. We will. Thank you, Lynn. AOC's green new tea. It's a deal. That's what I hear. Let's see what else is out there. Liberty Loft. Well, let's do it. Let's see what this outfit has to offer. These guys, how do they write? Let's see. Bragg's top prosecutor, Matthew Colangelo, was paid by DNC for political consulting. Yeah, we know it. Rose hips. Radical pro-Hamas terror group, what is it, Rachel Corrie's Ghost Brigade admits to torching 15 Portland police cars. Nothing will happen to them. We know that. Yeah, here's the sad one. January 6th, Florida man facing Capitol riot charges committed suicide while awaiting his trial. He's the fifth one to do so. I don't think I can read that on this platform. Maxine Waters, Trump supporters are training up in the hills. Of course, she provided no evidence whatsoever. To engage in violence if Trump loses. Steve wrote this one. Says, he said, I never want to have a brain transplant, but if I do, I want Maxine Waters' brain because I want a replacement that has never been used. Her latest conspiracy theory is a doozy. She claims that Trump supporters are somewhere up on a hill someplace training to carry out violence if Trump loses to Dementia Joe in November. But she doesn't know who they are or where they are training or what they are training for. So in reality, she knows nothing as per usual. Waters joined MSNBC, which stands for More Silly Nonsense by Chicks, host Jonathan Capehart on the Sunday show to discuss Trump's recent interview for Time magazine. Waters claimed that she planned on asking Joe Biden what his plans were to combat right-wing violence in case Biden stayed conscious long enough to take action. She also wants to know where these imaginary trainees are planning to attack. My guess is Fantasyland. The funny thing is that she is making this absurd accusation while this country is under attack from left-wing violence. True. This is the man who... I had a thing the other day. Oh, you got to see it. Let's see. Let me find it. I think you'll laugh. Yes, you'll laugh. Let's go here. Oh, shit. Come on. Get out of here. All right, there we go. Let me find it. This is on Maxine Waters. Let's see. Here it is. Let me see if I can I do that? Can you guys see that? I wonder. Probably not. There it is. My face can freeze bird shit in midair. That's Maxine Waters. Yep. All right. Let's see. You can't get much more in the mountains than I am. Redneck is a compliment to most here. If anyone was training, it would be here. There isn't anyone, not one. Yeah, I know, because she's lying. She's the one that said when the whole Russian collusion hoax came out and they interviewed, what do you think of it? She goes, well, we know it's true because we have the documents. And one reporter said, what documents? And she ignored him. He goes, Congresswoman, what documents? And she walked away because she lied. Not as much as Adam Schiff for brains. Every day he lied for over 2.5 years. Let's see. I know. I'm sorry, Bob. This is why your face isn't pancakes, right? You don't want to look at it. My eyes! She was never a handsome woman. She was voted twice most corrupt member of Congress by one of those organizations that does those things. Yeah. How much time? Well, 2 hours and 12 minutes. Let's get out of there. What else is there? Oh, shit. Barron Trump declined to serve as a Florida delegate. How about that? He would have had it, too. He doesn't want to get into his father's business. That's something. Let's see. Smut peddlers, OpenAI, exploring allowing generation of AI porn. Holy crap. Oy vey. Oh, hello. Boy, if I showed that pic, I'd probably get a strike. Appalachia. Liz lives in Appalachia. What are those? There was a death in that Appalachian family that the guy on what was it? Oh shit, I forget the name of the channel now. It's awesome. They made Papa come. Okay. What the hell was it? And his channel is called what? Soft White Underbelly. And it was a Whitaker family, I think it was, from the Appalachian. I think it was the Whitaker. Where they were all like inbreds on Soft White. Does anybody watch Soft White Underbelly? Yeah. I had to read that. Oh, you do good. I see all your postings and I go in there, but I must have missed a couple of those. Yeah, the Whitakers. That's what I thought. Yeah, one of them died recently. I saw that. Yeah, I used to take the plunge on that channel, man, because he had so many interesting people to watch. So many scumbags. Forrest Whitaker, yeah, the eye droop. How many jokes were told about him? God. Yeah, I don't know. Because when he went there to interview, the neighbors came across the street. I think one of them had a rifle because they protect that Whitaker family. Because they're all like inbreds. Half of them don't know how to talk. But they were nice people, but yeah, I think he gave him money too. He does that. He has GoFundMe accounts that he uses to get money for some of the people that he interviews. Yeah, that's what I said. One of the Whitakers died. Yeah. But the drugs going on up there makes Philadelphia look, like a teetotal town. Yeah, a lot of drugs going on up there. A couple miles or something. All right, man. Thanks for being here, Bobbity. Good seeing you. God, this autocorrect. Was it like 5 o'clock where you are? In fact, guys, yeah, I think I got to call it myself. I got to get up early. Got to go upstate for a kid's birthday party. That was probably Rebecca. Yeah, Rebecca. Yeah, I've seen her. He isn't she the one that he put in? He put her in an apartment, paid for it, paid the light bill, and brought her groceries, and then she brought her pimp there to live. He was trying to get her away from him. I think that was her. If I'm talking about the same subject. See you, Bobbity. Lighter. I'll stick around for a few more, see if we can get a good story going. Oh, wow. There you go. Didn't have to go far. Let's see. Milei is defying expectations. Remember this guy in Argentina? He's defying expectations and pulling the Argentinian economy out of a leftist engineered death spiral. That's because he's like He's like a genius in economics, this guy. The anarcho-capitalist is taming inflation and has announced the country's first quarterly budget in over 15 years. Since taking office in December, Javier Milei, Argentina's self-proclaimed anarcho-capitalist president, has taken a chainsaw to his predecessor's failed leftist policies and increasingly to critics' doubts. Yeah, Argentina used to be a happening place. Then the commies came in. Recent economic signals out of the South American nation indicate Milei's free market reforms could ultimately usher Argentina from ruin to renaissance. Good for him, man. Background. Argentina was one of the world's richest nations in the early 20th century. However, it was reduced to a shambles after 6 major military coups and several decades of unchecked spending. Yeah, socialism. A 2016 paper in the Journal of Development Studies indicated that Argentina, which has defaulted on its sovereign debt 9 times, was the only country in the world considered to be developed in the year 1900, but developing in 2000. Way to go, communism. When the country's former leftist president, Alberto Fernandez, left office late last year, Argentina owed $44 billion to the International Monetary Fund, the IMF. Had a trade deficit of $43 billion, had international creditors knocking on the door, had nearly half of its population stuck in abject poverty, and was poised to see inflation exceed 211%. Milei had no plans of seeing his socialist predecessor's deconstructionist campaign through to its inevitable conclusion. After all, he had campaigned instead on executing his so-called chainsaw plan. I remember that. When he got in, he after his inauguration, which took like 15 seconds, the way they do it there, and in his speech, he said he turned around and said he would shout out the names of the government departments, and he would say "dead." He just called out "dead." It was great. Was he really? You like Maduro? You're kidding, right? I hope you're joking. From Venezuela? He's a murderer. I know you're kidding. You have to be. Yeah, well, Milei said he would do it, and he did. How about that? Man. Ugh. Let's see. Denver Center backs Lake and Riley, immigrant. Oh boy. Let's see what's up here. New Gen 47 packs historic pro-Trump concert in Miami with Waka Flocka Flame. Oh wow. That's something. Good luck, Chicago. City faces shortage of police officers ahead of the DNC. Oh man, yeah, I think they're going to Chicago this year, aren't they? The DNC, the convention. And after St. George Floyd died of an overdose, I think they were one of the cities that defunded the police. Now they, the DNC in their infinite stupidity chose that city. Holy mackerel. Stupid. Really stupid. Sound of Freedom sequel. More important than money. Populists are going to polish boots in the end. I even don't a Trump-like movement. What does that mean? You don't like a Trump movement? Why? No, Maduro's he took over for, what was it, Chavez down in Venezuela. Yeah, when Maduro was in there, the people ate all the animals in the zoo because people have to eat. And then they had these 2 guys, 2 Americans, and they were white boys, and they went down. They visited Venezuela, and they have a YouTube channel, and they were filming everything. And when they went down there, they interviewed this guy who was walking down the street and he had a like a, it wasn't a baseball bat, but it was like a bat, but it was a stick that he made, right? Had nails in it and shit. And they're like, "What are you doing?" And he said, "I'm going hunting." They're like, "For what?" And he said, "Well, rats." They're like, "Rats? Why rats?" And like, "There's no meat anywhere else. It's the only place we can get protein." Because of the socialism. I never heard anybody go, "Damn, want to have me some more of that socialism." Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for a while there. It was amazing during the Trump 4 years, too. He had all the record unemployment. My 401k did much better. And I lost like 80 grand under Biden. Holy mackerel. What else can we find? Man who killed off-duty Detroit cop with her service weapon will likely not serve jail time. Can you believe this shit? Oh my God. Will not serve jail time. Agreement and appropriate resolution. Holy Christ. Our country's going down the sewer, guys. Confuddled. These boucle who I like. Okay. Let's see. Liberty Loft. If you guys want to know who all the lefties are, just go to discoverthenetworks.org. They got them all. You'll find out who George Soros is funding and all the rest of them. The Ties Foundation, the Joyce Foundation, the Ford Foundation, all the foundations that are leftists. Let's see. The New York Sun. Yeah, here we go. Oh, wow. So that happened. Wow, Mershon. Judge warns Michael Cohen to stop trashing Trump on TikTok ahead of Monday's testimony as Trump calls trial legally obscene. He's right. I think the New York Sun is conservative. Can't read the article because I'm not paying for a subscription. It's not that I'm cheap, but I don't want to put the money out for that one. Quid pro Joe. Biden faces new impeachment charge over Israel weapons ultimatum. Yeah, they impeached Trump saying that he withheld military aid until they gave him info on Biden, which never happened. Even Zelensky said, I didn't feel like he was doing that. What are you talking about? But here he really did. Potato Head really did withhold weapons for some stipulation. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anglosphere countries are fucked by design. Well, I think they got fucked when Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama mishandled that so-called Arab Spring and started sending millions of them through Greece and then across Europe. I think that screwed a lot of European countries up because then you were a racist if you didn't let them in and run around, do whatever the fuck they wanted. What's this? A new color wheel. Pin announced the perdifious. Oh, nice. Perdifious. Nice word. Let's see. What the hell is this? They're about to throw Johnson out. Extremists becoming radical ballot initiative. Hochul, what a loser. Ground news. What finger? Ugh. There's no news. Columbia janitors reveal secret plan left behind by anti-Israeli protesters who took over Hamilton Hall armed with zip ties and chains. Oy vey. That's Jewish for oy vey. Okay. New York Dems silence on Biden's betrayal of Israel is pathetic. Well, yeah. Mind that historic 8-day playoff start. Wow. Oy veg. Oy veg. Yeah, that's Jewish for oy vey. Oy very indeedy. There you go. That's awesome. Let me see here. Is there anything else? Jinx Monsoon's Doctor Who performance was inspired by Michelle Gomez. I can die now. Let's see. Let's see what's happening. Oh, military source. Biden's bomb pause will get more Israeli soldiers killed. Fears death by booby trap buildings. Okay. Yeah, solar watch alert for Earth. What's that? Severe geomagnetic solar storm watch for Earth. Trump light. Biden plans election year tariffs on Chinese green tech. Chinese scientists create mutant Ebola virus. Jesus Christ. So now they're going to get Ebola over here. Unbelievable. Target limiting LGBTQ themed merchandise for Pride Month. Is that back again? After massive blowout. Oh, blowout. Hungary's Orban signs big deals with Xi. Yeah. Xi Jinping. Thanks, China, for saving lives in pandemic, he says. Oh, my God. Yeah, everybody thought, because he had a couple good ideas on immigration, that he was a Trumper. OpenAI exploring AI porn. Yeah, I saw that. Unreal. Hello. Oh, man. You had to wonder, like, how long it would take them to go there. Fear porn Ebola. Yeah. Ugh. Live south of cloud. Let's see who else is most intense project. Trending politics. Let's see what's there. Real news now. Biden's latest gaffe in speech that White praises NBA. Oh boy. Hunter Biden's appeal for gun charge dismissed. Trial set to happen. Good. Finally, some good news. Trump slams Joe Biden for withholding weapon delivery to Israel amid attacks from Rafah. Yeah, they said, don't go into Rafah. Oh, please, it's genocide. And then Rafah attacks them. Yeah, I know. Where did monkeypox go? It went to all the gay raves. That's where it went. And Tucker did with the lady about tick-borne diseases come from. No, I didn't see that one. You know what? You know what's funny, Jeremiah? I have a subscription, right? And I wanted to find a way to because they don't have an app. They don't have a mobile app. So I wanted to find a way. He doesn't have Like the Chromecast, he doesn't have the way to Chromecast that onto your smart TV, which is kind of a pain in the ass. You would think he would do that, but he hasn't yet. So I don't really watch a lot of them, which I should, because I mean, I spent the money. Same place originally, military lab. Yeah. It's created in the Wuhan lab. Yeah. Dr. Birx is in the news again. I remember when she came out of hiding a couple months ago, she did an interview and she said that she just knew that the vaccines were not going to work. And everybody's like, why didn't you tell us? I mean, hedonism. Okay. I don't have sub. Just saw the 10-minute YouTube clip. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Love you all. If you haven't hit the like button, please. And watch I only do live streams on Fridays for now, but I do videos every day. So if you haven't subbed, please give me a sub. Would really appreciate it. And click that notification bell so you don't miss new videos that come out every day. I try to do them around 10 a.m. Eastern time every day because a lot of people got used to that. But YouTube is telling me that the algorithm is telling me that people come in at different times. And the way they work the algorithm is they guess, they go by how many views you have in the first hour. And if it's a significant number, then they take you to the second hour. And if that's a significant number, then they keep you on. That's how you go viral. So it's like important the time that you put the video out if people are going to be there. So sometimes I don't make it by 10 o'clock, but that just bored the living shit out of everybody here. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Love you all. I'll see you in the next one, which is my favorite line. All right, guys. I'm calling it a night. Have a great weekend, everyone. Be safe. Have fun. See ya.